Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And thanks for joining us again on our quest to know God and to make Him known. Today, we're diving into the final part of Mark 4, starting from verse 35. The passage takes place right after Jesus taught several parables, including the parable of the sower. Now, let's look at what happens next. As evening came, Jesus told his disciples, "Let's cross over to the other side." So they got into the boat and they began their journey. But as they were crossing, a huge storm suddenly arose. The wind was fierce and waves crashed into the boat, filling it with water. Meanwhile, Jesus was asleep in the stern, seemingly unbothered by the chaos around him. Now imagine the scene. The disciples, overwhelmed by the storm, rushed to Jesus and wake him, saying, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" You can sense their panic, right? The confusion and their frustration. So despite having Jesus with them, they were consumed by fear. They knew he was there, but they hadn't yet grasped who he truly was. In our own lives, when storms come, do we remember that we're not alone? As believers, Jesus is with us in every storm, but it's easy to forget his presence when we're overwhelmed. The disciples only saw Jesus as someone physically there. They didn't yet recognize his power and authority over all things, even the storm. When Jesus woke up, he didn't panic. Instead, he simply spoke 3 words: "Peace, be still." And immediately the wind stopped and the sea became calm. Such a simple command, yet all creation obeyed him instantly. This demonstrates Jesus' absolute power. He didn't need lengthy prayers or complex words, just 3 words, and the storm had no choice but to obey. Jesus then turned to the disciples and asked, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" Their reaction in the storm revealed their fear and lack of understanding. Fear often indicates a lack of faith. When we really know who Jesus is, we find confidence even in the midst of life's storms. So what about us? When life feels overwhelming, do we recognize Jesus' presence and his power? Do we trust that he can calm our storms, or do we let fear take over? The Bible reminds us that God's perfect love casts out all fear. Jesus loved his disciples. He wasn't going to let them perish in that storm, and he wouldn't abandon us either. So if you're facing fear today, remember that Jesus is with you. He's greater than any storm, any challenge, any fear. Trust in him because he is faithful and powerful beyond measure. Thank you for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. I'll see you next time as we continue our journey through God's Word.